welcome to the Morning Exhale. I'm Stephanie Gaines Bryant. We're going to start the morning by exhaling with a sigh. Do you know that sighs, a simple sigh, can help you relax? So let's begin. Take a nice deep full breath in. Then, Let's do that once more, taking in a nice, deep, full breath in. Then sigh. One last time, taking a nice, deep, full breath in. Now let's stretch your arms out to the side, fingertips touching the floor. Press your right hand into the floor. Inhale your left arm up and overhead. Then exhale, release. Let's do the other side. Lifting up and overhead. Then exhale, release. Now let's inhale both arms up. Palms together. Exhale, down to your heart center. Let's do that once more. Pressing your right hand into the floor. Lift your left arm up and overhead. Then exhale, release. Inhale your arm up and overhead. Then exhale, release. Inhale both arms up. Palms together. Exhale, down to your heart center. Let's do that one last time. Pressing your right hand into the floor. Inhale that left arm up and overhead. Exhale, release. Inhale the right arm up and overhead. Exhale, release. Inhale both arms up. Palms together. Exhale, down to your heart center. Let's make a gentle twist to the left, then back to center. Gentle twist to the right. Center one more time to the left. Center to the right. Center and release. Let's stretch your legs out. I'm going to remove the blocks from underneath my knees, and I've been sitting on top of a blanket. I'm going to move that blanket out of the way. Let's stretch your legs out, bringing your hands behind you, pressing out with your heels. Point your toes, heels, toes, heels, and toes. Let's come back to heels. We're lifting up your right leg. Circle your foot. Pause. Circle in the other direction. Now let's take your right leg, bring it across the left leg. Lengthen both arms up. Fold forward. Touch your shins, ankles, or toes. Let your head relax. Notice any sensation in the back of your legs. Notice any sensation in your lower back. Inhale, sitting up. Let's uncross and do the other side. Lifting up your left foot. Let's circle your foot. Pause. Circle in the other direction. Now, let's take that leg. We're bringing it across the other leg. Lengthen up. Hinge forward. Touch your shins, ankles, or toes. Let your head relax. Inhale, sitting up. We're going to uncross and bend your knees. Soles of your feet are on the floor. Hands come underneath your thighs. Lift your chest. We're leaning back, coming into upward boat. Now let's come on down to your back, bringing your arms down by your side. Your arms are close in, and you can step your foot maybe a half an inch closer to your backside. On an inhale, scoop up your hips. Exhale, release your hips down. Inhale, scoop up your hips. Exhale, release your hips down. Inhale, scoop up your hips. I want you to lift your hips, squeezing your buns together. Let's walk your arms underneath your back. Interlace your fingers. Reach your knuckles toward your heels. Breathe. In order to come out of this posture, let's lift up your heels. Release your hands and just lower your back down to the mat. Very good. Let's bring your right knee into your chest. Interlace your fingers on your shin. Breathe. Now let's bring your hands underneath your thigh. Let's straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, and bend. Let's bring that right ankle across your left knee, and let's take your right hand and we're pressing your hand into your knee. We're just creating a little bit more stretch. Then release. Now let's lift up your left foot. We're going to thread one arm in between your legs. We've got that left hand coming to the outside of your thigh. Interlace your fingers, and we're drawing your knee into your chest. Now let's straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, and release. Let's do the other side. We're bringing your ankle across your knee. We're taking your hand, pressing that hand into your knee. Then release. Let's lift up your right foot, and we're going to take that left hand, thread it in between your legs. The right hand comes to the outside of your thigh. Draw your knee into your chest. Let's straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, and bend. Then uncross. We're drawing your knees into your chest, and we're just going to roll around a little bit on that lower back area, that sacrum area, like you're giving your lower back a bit of a massage. Pause. Circle in the other direction. Very good. Now let's bring your hands underneath your thighs, and on the count of 3, let's roll it up. 1, 2, 3, rolling it up. Very good. Let's come to all fours for table pose, making sure your shoulders are over your wrists and your hips are over your knees. If you'd like, let's grab your blocks. Make sure you have 2 blocks in a blanket. I always say to have 2 blocks in a blanket, and if ever you have any challenges with yoga, having the 2 blocks in the blanket makes yoga accessible for everyone. So let's start off with some cat and cow. Round your back, chin to chest. Drop your tailbone for cat. Inhale your head up. Drop your abdomen down. Lift your tailbone for cow. So let's do some cat and cow at your own pace. Just lifting and lowering in a way that feels good to your spine. Very good. Let's come to a neutral spine. Let's bring your hands to the blocks. And let's begin. We're stretching your left leg out, and we're just moving forward and back, bringing a little stretch to your calf. Now let's bend into your left knee, and we're bringing your foot in between the blocks. You can drop the other knee back an inch or so, and then let's do some seesaws. We're going to straighten out that left leg, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, and straighten. The next time that knee is bent, let's inhale your arms all the way up to V position. Exhale, release your hands down to the blocks. Let's curl your back toes under, lift up your knee, step back your foot. Inhale, lifting all the way up to V position. Palms together. Exhale, down to your heart center. Soften your knees. Bring your hands to the blocks. We're stepping back that left leg. Let's lower your knee down to the block, down to the mat rather. Uncurl your toes. Let's begin with seesaws. We're moving forward, then back, forward, back, forward, and back. The next time your knee is bent, let's inhale your arms all the way up to V position. Exhale, release your hands down, curl your back toes under, lift up your knee, step that back foot up. Inhale, coming all the way up, palms together. Exhale, down to your heart center. Very good. Let's separate your feet. We're coming into a wider stance. We're going to pivot your right foot forward, bend into your knee, square your hips to the side. Now let's stretch your arms out to the side for side warrior pose. Let's straighten out your front leg and reach your fingers forward. Let's rotate your arms for triangle pose. Let's take that left hand, bring it down to the right hand. Then inhale, lifting that arm back up. Exhale, release down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Let's do that once more. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Come back to center. Pivot forward. Release your arms down. Let's roll your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Let's pivot in the other direction. You're bending your front knee. Stretch your arms out to the side for side warrior pose. Now let's straighten out that front leg. Reach your fingers forward. Rotate your arms for triangle. Take that right hand, bring it down to the left hand. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. The next time you lift that arm up, let's come back to center, bend into your knee, coming back into side warrior pose. Now you're going to pivot that back foot a little bit forward. Make whatever adjustments you need to, and make sure that your heel, both heels are in the same line. Now let's inhale your arms up to V position for warrior one. Breathe. Step the back foot up, palms together. Exhale. Down to your heart center. Let's do the other side. We're stepping that foot back. We're stepping that left foot back. Your heel is down in the back. Inhale, lifting all the way up to warrior one. Breathe. Then exhale, let's bring your hands back down to the blocks, and we're lowering your left knee down and slide the other foot back. We're getting ready to come into child's pose, but today let's use the blocks for child's pose. Stretch your arms out in front of you, breathe. Inhale, coming up. I want you to grab one block, and we're going to bring that block in front of you. Curl your back toes under. So let's lean back, as Fat Joe used to say. Come forward, lean back, come forward, lean back, come forward. Now let's bring that block up and overhead and do the same thing. We're leaning back. Come forward. Lean back. Come forward. Last time, lean back. Come forward. Very good. Coming into table pose. Now I want you to drop your knees back a couple of inches. And then we're going to lower down. You're sinking into your hips. Then let's press back into child's pose once more. Inhale, we're moving forward into upward dog. Pressing back into child's pose. Moving forward into upward dog. Let's do that once more. Pressing back into child's pose, moving forward into upward dog. Let's bring those elbows in, and we're lowering down onto the mat. Let's bring your forearms to the mat. For Sphinx pose, your palms are spread wide, elbows next to your chest, and we're going to do like little push-ups. So let's lower your rib cage down to the mat on the exhale. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up, and we're going to hold it here in Sphinx pose for 5 breaths. Slightly tilt your chin towards your throat so that there's a nice long line of stretch from the crown of your head to your heels. Breathe. Then release. Very good. Let's stack one fist on top of the other. Elbows are stretched out to the side, and you can bring your forehead down or you can bring your chin down, whichever one works best for you. Big toes touch. Scoop your pelvis into the mat. As you try to relax the left side of your body, lift up your right leg. And you're always lifting from the thigh, not the knee. Point your toe and just lift. Breathe. Can you point and lift a little bit higher? Then gently release that leg down, and you'll notice that one leg actually feels longer than the other, so let's even it out. Scoop your pelvis into the mat as you try to relax the right side of your body. Lift up your left leg. Can you point and lift a little bit higher, always lifting from the thigh? Then gently release down. Let's wiggle your hips, right and left. Very good. Let's bring your palms next to your chest. Your elbows are hugged in like chicken wings. Press into your palms, lifting up into cobra. Now just let your body melt down onto the mat, and we're just going to wiggle your hips right and left. So let's bring your forearms back to the mat. You know, one of the major concerns that people who come to my studio, one of the major things they complain about is back pain, either back pain or knee pain, but back pain is a big one. So you always want to strengthen your core. If you're dealing with back pain, the best thing you can do is strengthen your core. So we're going to do a little bit of core work today. Interlace your fingers, curl your back toes under, lift up your hips. And let's think about drawing your navel in toward your spine. And you don't want your butt all the way up here, nor do you want to sink down here. Make sure you have a nice flat back, drawing your abdomen or drawing your navel in toward your spine. Breathe. Now let's bring your knees down to the mat, stretching back into child's pose once more. Pushing up into table pose. Now let's lower your hip down to the mat, and then we're going to take that left arm. We're bringing that left forearm down to the mat. You're stacking one knee on top of the other. We're just going to do a couple of clamshells. So you're just lifting and lowering your knee. Now, let's lower this knee, the top knee, inside the other knee, and we're bringing your body around into a low twist. Use your hands to press you back into an upright position, and let's do the other side. Coming onto your forearm, we're stacking one knee on top of the other. Let's bring your hand to your hip, and we're coming into clamshells. Now let's lower this top knee inside the other knee, and we're bringing your body around into a low twist. Use your hands to press you back into an upright seated position. Let's bring the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana bound angle pose. As you can see, I'm taking the blocks, bringing those blocks underneath my thighs. Let's lengthen up to V position, round forward, breathe. Inhale, sitting up. Very good. I'm bringing my blocks to the side. Let's cross your ankles. We're coming into Sukhasana. Hands on your knees. Roll your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Let's bring your palms, either palms up or palms down. Palms up means you're ready to receive. Palms down means you're ready to settle down, ground down. The choice is yours. So let's close your eyes and go inside where we started. Taking in a nice, deep, full breath. We're slowing it down now. You're bringing your focus, your attention to the breath. noticing how the breath fills your body. Notice the expansion of your rib cage, the rise of your chest. Pause, then exhale. Release the breath. Let the breath go. Let's do that once more. Filling up with air, filling up with breath. Notice how the breath fills your back, your shoulder blades, your collarbone. Pause. Then exhale. Release the breath. Let the breath go. Once more, filling up with breath, noticing the breath, letting it swell your body. Pause. Then exhale. Release the breath. Let the breath go. Squeeze empty. As you continue breathing in and out, let's do some positive affirmations this morning. I want you to repeat, I am happy. I am healthy. I live with ease. I am happy. I am healthy. I live with ease. One more time. I am happy. I am healthy. I live with ease. Now I want you to absorb those words as if they're lotion, and you're just lotioning your body with those words, those positive affirmations. Breathing in and out, filling your body with those positive affirmations. Breathe. Whenever you're ready, bring your focus, bring your attention back into the room, whatever room you're in. And let's just bring some movements to your toes and your fingers. Nod your head right and left, up and down. Whenever you're ready, just open your eyes, letting your eyes greet the light on this glorious morning. And let's end it where we began. Inhale, bringing the arms up, palms together. Let's all exhale with a sigh. May the light in me see the light in each one of you. Thank you so much for joining me for the Morning Exhale. I'm Stephanie Gaines Bryant. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your day.